UWF Universe, welcome into episode 15. 17 weeks in a row marks today. And next week, not to, brag or talk about it or anything, but next week is my birthday. We will be having a special birthday bash episode. But for tonight, let's get right into the matches. To open up the show, we have a potential dream match, Akari Shidori and Yuri Stevens. Then later on, we have Remy Moore, the CEO of UWF, updating us on the conditions of Mad Dog West. Then we have Kai Cash speaking to the UWF Universe about his loss at SummerSlam over Alex Young. Then later on, we have somebody accepting CM Punk's open challenge, but who is it gonna be? Later on, A.D. Harris, the former television champion, versus UPSTATE. We have Chell Gonzalez, F.H. Jones. This is another dream match that I would love to see. And then last week, we had the New Empire debut here in UWF, and we have them speaking later on about what happened last week. Wesley Parker, Taylor King in action later on. That's going to be a banger singles match. And for the pre-main event, we have Florida F-Bombs versus a debuting Charlie and Lena Cross. Florida F-Bombs actually tag team debut. Then for the main event, Pierre Chamberlain, Nathan Hammerstone continue their best of 7 series. Can Pierre Chamberlain wrap it up at 4-2? Or will Nathan Hammerstone give some fight? And will he force a match 7? But up first, Akari Shidori versus Yuri Stevens. And flanking behind her is Amber Young. Now, some people would classify this as a dream match for many. I've seen it. I've said it myself. And now we're getting it. Akari Shidori got a little cheeky win with the help of Tyron Breeze a few weeks back over Thea. And Yuri Stevens last week defeated AJ Parker. Of course, it was supposed to be a triple threat match, but Charlie Derby and Ramirez Smoke got taken out by Alina Cross and Charlie, FKA Dakota Kai, and now they'll be fighting later on. And throughout the show, you will also be getting some confirmed matches for the birthday bash next week, July 29th. It will be in the same arena, most likely, but it will be a longer show, kind of like one of our premium live events, but not really. But Akari Shidori and Amber Young are ready for this matchup against Yuri Stevens. Now, I wouldn't be surprised if Amber Young pulled off some shenanigans. We heard Amber Young speak last week, her introduction to the UWF Universe, because this universe, this company, we have never seen Amber Young or Akari Shidori before they, came here to UWF. So, Amber Young last week, with Akari Shidori by her side, introduced herself, and now they are here today versus Yuri Stevens. Yuri Stevens coming off a win from last week, though, against AJ Parker, and of course Charlie Derby, that was taken out by Charlie and Lena Cross in the action. So it turned out to be a one-on-one match, but nonetheless, Yuri Stevens came out with the win over AJ Parker that the week before that actually attacked Yuri Stevens. Yuri Stevens tried to interrupt a title match for the main event in Summer Rush. So Yuri Stevens coming off a few strong weeks, I guess you can say, whether it was getting interrupted but bouncing back the week after. Yuri Stevens is here to make a statement out of Akari Shidori. But again, opening up the show, this match, potential dream match for many, and I'm excited to call this one. Alright, we have Akari Shidori ready, and then we have Yuri Stevens on the other side of the ring. Ring that bell, referee. Opening match here tonight. And Yuri start off with a drive-by, knee striking. What for the splash off the springboard, but Akari moving out of the way, though. Those chops and those combos and working on the leg. Now, oh my god, just working on that leg of Yuri Stevens. Akari Shidori. Yuri Stevens up to her feet. Now look at Akari right back on it with a backslide attack. Akari Shidori. But no, look at Yuri, caught the foot. And just, oh my god, dragon screw to the leg. And now Yuri going to work, slamming her head on the canvas, but Akari back to her feet now. And look at Yuri Stevens with the running elbow. And we got Amber Young looking on by, and look at Yuri Stevens with the poison Rana off the springboard, but Akari back on her feet already. Caught her, but Yuri for the time, and another poison Rana, Yuri Stevens. Unbelievable, and Akari has to retreat. But back on the apron, back in the ring now. And Yuri, those kicks to the leg. Super kick party right to the face, and Akari back on her feet now, and went for a leg lariat, perhaps, but the uppercut, Jesus, Yuri is doing it all, but Akari back on her game, back on the offense, the chop, but no, caught it. Now the elbow, look at Akari turning her around, Akari Shidori plants her down with the foot was under the rope. I think that was an octopus stretch or some type of submission hold. Now look at Yuri rallying up the crowd early on in this matchup. Yuri Stevens, the sling blade, catches her. Going for the cover now on Akari Shidori. That could do it all. But a 2 count is all it is. Yuri Stevens got to do a little more to put away Akari Shidori. Akari Shidori, a new, young and upcoming superstar in the EFED scene. And she has made her way to UWF. With Amber Young, of course. Yuri Stevens been in the EFED game for a long time. Back in the old UWF, she was here. She was making waves. She was making a lot of enemies, but also a lot of friends. But now, all she is doing today is making enemies. Whether if it's May, Cameron Blade, AJ Parker, Micah Mori Monet, or Akari Shidori. Yuri Stevens does not want to make friends. CTE from Yuri Stevens. Planting Akari right down on the outside, but Akari right back at it. The ref had a 4 count. Got to get back in the ring, ladies. But look at Yuri throwing Akari into the barricade. But look at Akari. At a 7 count, Akari Shidori is back in the ring, and Akari Shidori at an 8 count in the ring. Yuri got to get up back in the ring. At a 9 count, but Yuri back in the ring now. Look at Akari Shidori just planting out Yuri for the cover. Yuri, no, only a 1 count. Yuri Stevens with a 1 count. But look at Akari, not done yet. Akari Shidori. That running boot to the face for the cover. Another kick out from Yuri Stevens. We have a very packed show for you all today. This is our, 17th week in a row doing UWF this year. So if you like what you see, subscribe if you're new and like this episode. Yuri Stevens. No, Akari. Caught her. The inverted DDT. Plants her. Akari going to the apron now. In the middle of the ring is Yuri Stevens stumbling to her feet. Akari on the apron. Springboard crossbody. Beautiful crossbody from Shidori. Now Yuri back on her feet on the ropes there. The Irish whip. Look at Akari closely. Pops her up. And look at Akari with it. No, went for another running boot. But Yuri caught her feet. Stomp to the gut. Back on the apron is Yuri Stevens. Yuri Stevens calling her opponent to her feet. The springboard forearm. The phenomenal forearm taking inspiration, homage to AJ Styles, and Yuri's not done yet. The moonsault. Perfect moonsault from Yuri Stevens, but that cannot get the job done. Akari Shidori, that might have just been her last bit of a kick out she can get in this matchup. And now look at, the Fireman's Carry takedown from Akari. Yuri was going for something, but the Irish Whip reversed from Yuri. Went for a duck, but couldn't get it. And now look at Yuri off the ropes. And wait a second, Lariat knocking her head off. Knocking her head off clean. And Yuri backing up to the corner, sizing up her opponent. Wait a second. Akari's in trouble. The stomp to the back of the head. Planting her face on the canvas. But another kick out. Oh my god. And look at Yuri, not done yet. Staying on top of it. Went for a blockbuster, but couldn't get it. And that's what I like about Yuri Stevens. Whenever Yuri Stevens, whenever an opponent of Yuri Stevens kicks out, Yuri Stevens stays on top of her game and just gets right back on the offense. She doesn't sit back and dwell. She doesn't cry about it. She'll get right back on her opponent and keep on going at it. And oh my god, look at Yuri with, look at this. Shout out AJ Styles with a Styles Clash. And I think I see some blood dripping down the face of Akari Shidori. I think that's gotta be it. That's gotta be it. What a kick out from Yuri Stevens. Or sorry, from Akari Shidori, sorry. Holy sh... Look at Akari. Planting her face first. Akari back on her feet now, and the Slit Blade catches her. What a match that this is to open up the show. Episode 15 of UWF! And Yuri just took out Amber Young. But Amber Young already back to her feet. I don't think Yuri got all of that. I'm not sure if Yuri was even focusing on Amber, because I saw Akari Shidori leave the ring. So I think Yuri was going for Akari, but I think she clipped Amber Young a little bit. And now look at Akari fighting back. Amber Young looking on by from behind, and Akari Shidori has Yuri up, but Yuri with elbows to the face. Ref at a 6 count. Gotta get back in the ring at a 7. Trying to toss Akari into the steel sets, but couldn't do it. And now 8 count, but Akari's back in the ring. Yuri from behind, waist lock. Yuri Stevens, the double foot stomp to the midsection. And now look at Yuri looking to finish this match off right here. Went for a jab, but Akari caught her. The kick, no, caught the foot. Now look at Akari, belly to back. Planting Yuri down on the mat. And Akari Shidori Michinoku driver for the cover. No, Yuri Stevens kicking out at a 2. Yuri in the corner, but look at Akari Shidori with that drop kick to a sitting Yuri Stevens. Just dragging her to the middle of the ring. Akari, oh no, but no, Yuri got the foot up, and look at Yuri Stevens! Just planting Akari in the middle of the ring. That's gotta do it. What a kick out! Oh my god, how much does Akari Shidori have left in the tank? Went for another double foot stomp, but couldn't get it. And now Yuri caught her, has her up. Stalling suplex, no. Dropping down, chop to the back of the knee. And now look at Akari off the ropes again. Another lariat. Going for the cover, right to the cover. Smart move from Akari Shidori. But what a kick out from Yuri Stevens. Now, both of these women, they don't like making friends. They both have a lot of enemies in the backstage. Of course, Akari Shidori. Oh my god, not again. Oh my, the knee to the face for the cover. And what a win for Akari Shidori. As I was going to say, Akari Shidori, she has been making it known that she wants to go for Thea's Openweight Championship. And maybe this is the start of that journey to get to Thea's Openweight Championship. What a match. What a win for Akari Shidori. UWF Universe, I hope everyone's having a great day. Hope everyone's enjoying the show, but I've come to you all with some unfortunate news. Now, of course, last week here in UWF, after Mad Dog West retained and defended his UWF Hardcore Championship against Adonis Blade and the new UWF Women's World Champion Cameron Blade attacked Mad Dog West later in the show. Now, I don't have many updates for you at the moment on Mad Dog West's condition or whether if his title is going to be vacant, but I will keep you all updated in the next few weeks. Again, I'm sorry for this unfortunate news for any of the fans of Mad Dog West, but I'll keep you all in the loop over on Twitter at UWF_WWE2K and in the Discord. Enjoy the rest of the show. Unfortunate news for Mad Dog West last week getting taken out by Adonis Blade and Cameron Blade. It is what it is. Unfortunate news. We have no idea what is in store for the Hardcore Championship. We don't know if it's going to get vacant, or we don't even know when Mad Dog West is returning back to the UWF. But up next, we have Kai Cash scheduled to speak to the UWF Universe tonight. A few weeks back, Summer Rush, Kai Cash was unfortunate in his match versus Alex Young in the pre-show. If you didn't watch Summer Rush, it's a little bit of a longer show, 3 hours and 30 minutes, so get a snack, get a drink if you guys want to go back and watch it. I recommend it. It was a very good show. But man like this, Kai Cash, he unfortunately lost his match versus Alex Young. Now he's here to speak on what is next for Kai Cash and him in the UWF. Kai Cash, unbelievable superstar. He can really go. He can fly. He can be a technician if he wants to. He's quick on his feet. Kai Cash has been in many E-Feds in the last year now, and UWF is one stop that he is not going to stop at. Kai Cash looking for his next opponent, looking for his next task here in UWF, and that is why he's here to speak to us today. But what can we hear from Kai Cash? I mean, maybe a few words of encouragement after his loss. I mean, that's what you got to hear from a superstar like Kai Cash. I mean, losing is not easy. As someone that is very passionate to the sport, losing is never easy. You want to win all of your matches, but at the end of the day, you cannot win them all. Alex Young is a veteran of this sport, and Kai Cash, he's a little bit newer, but he is still experienced. So someone like Kai Cash, you can't just sit down and whine about the loss. You have to move forward and see what is next for you in your career here in this company.
As I stand here, I don't need to expand for you all to know Summer Rush didn't go the way I planned. Everybody expected me to come out here making excuses, blaming luck, blaming anything but myself. But that's not who Kai Cash is. Alex Young was the better man that night, and whether I like it or not, I gotta live with the fact that he's got the last laugh. That stings, it eats at me, but one loss doesn't erase everything I've been building. One loss doesn't define a career. See, I've been in this game too long to let disappointment keep me down. I've climbed mountains before, I've rebuilt myself before. Every time somebody thinks Kai Cash is finished, I find another gear. The problem is, everybody's asking the same question. What's next for Kai Cash? Honestly, I don't have the answer. For the first time in a long time, I don't know what direction I'm headed. But I know one thing, I refuse to stand still.
Wait a second. We've heard the news, and it is becoming true right in front of our eyes. Look who it is. The Juggernaut, Damian Payne, is finally in UWF. It's been a few weeks since we heard about his signing, but he is here, and he is here to confront Kai Cash. Kai Cash, you asked for it. You came out here, you talked about what's next for you, and I think you just got your answer. Be careful for what you wish for, Kai Cash. Damian Payne is here to ruin your party. The Juggernaut Damian Payne is in UWF.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, your eyes do not deceive you. Damian Payne is finally here in UWF. So, this is UWF, huh? And the first thing I see is a grown man standing in this ring, giving a damn therapy session because he lost 2 weeks ago. You know what? I think I've heard enough. Now you're probably confused as to what I'm doing out here, so let me properly introduce myself. My name is Damian Payne. Some people call me the Juggernaut. Others call me the Big D, but I like to call myself UWF's greatest investment. You see, I didn't come to UWF to shake hands, earn respect, or wait my turn. I came here to make money, win championships, and to make this roster understand that every ounce of hype you all might have built around yourselves means absolutely nothing once I'm standing across the ring. Now what's next for Kai Cash, you say? You don't know what I think's next for you? Absolutely nothing. So why don't you do us all a favor and step aside for the real deal, okay?
You know what? I almost respect it. You decide to walk into UWF on your first night with your chest puffed out, talking about being the greatest investment this company's ever made. You got the buzzwords down. Money, championships, hype. That's cute. But let me educate you on something they don't teach rookies. Everybody's dangerous until the bell rings. You think you interrupted some broken man having a therapy session? Nah. You interrupted a man who's been through wars, a man who's carried this company on his back, a man who's fallen flat on his face, got back up, and kept swinging. You're looking at one bad night and acting like you know my story. You don't. Alex Young earned his victory, and unlike you, I don't have to pretend it didn't happen. I wear my losses because they make my wins hit even harder. And absolutely nothing is next for me? Kid, the only thing that's about to happen is your welcome party. You wanted the spotlight so bad, you came out here and ran your mouth at Kai Cash. Congratulations. You've got every pair of eyes in this building on you now. The question is, can you back up a single damn word you just said? Matter of fact, why wait? You didn't come here to wait your turn, right? You didn't come here to shake hands. You came here to prove you're the real deal. So prove it, right here, right now. You wanted to make a statement on your first night? Then let's find out if Damian Payne is UWF's greatest investment, or just another bad stock.
Wait a second, Kai Cash and Damian Payne are getting ready, and this is officially became a match. Kai Cash came out here to speak about what's next for him. Damian Payne ruined his moment, saying absolutely nothing. But then Kai Cash proposes the idea of a match right here, right now. And look at Damian Payne getting right at it. A cheap shot. And oh, look at this. Damian Payne getting right to work. Kai Cash. Damian Payne is in UWF. We've heard about him getting signed a few weeks back. And it's finally come true. Kai Cash and Damian Payne. What a match this is. What a match we didn't think we needed. We didn't think we wanted. This match is going to be insane. And we're just getting started. This is the second match of the night. Damian Payne. The body shot, the combos. Look at this. Damian Payne. And just a takedown to Kai Cash. I know what Damian Payne is about. I know what Kai Cash is about. And when I tell you, this is yet another dream match, potential dream match that we want to see tonight, that we are seeing tonight, I mean it. We had Akari Shidori, Yuri Stevens, now we're getting Damian Payne and Kai Cash. What else is in store for tonight? And look at Kai Cash. Frog splash to the back of Damian Payne, going for the cover. Just a one count. Damian Payne, strong kick out, but rolling almost out of Harmon's way, but into the corner. And look at Kai Cash now. But Damian Payne, the elbow up. Look at Damian Payne, waist lock on Kai Cash. Has him up. And just almost plates it out with a sidewalk slam for the cover. Not even a one count, though. Damian Payne, though, turning him around. Has it. Oh, my God, the hurt lock. Has him locked in, but Kai Cash just stomped to the foot and on the jaw of Damian Payne. Now Irish whip. Look at Kai Cash, Michinoku driver for the cover. Gotta do more to put away Damian Payne. From what I know about Damian Payne, gotta do more than that. Kai Cash, no, went for a kick to the midsection with Damian Payne. Left forearm to the face. Damian Payne kick to the midsection there, and slowing the pace a little bit with that neck breaker. Damian Payne though back in the corner. Look at this. Damian Payne with a no! And the knee right to Payne. No, the springboard went for the moonsault, but Damian Payne getting out of the way. Look at Kai Cash, the bank deposit for the cover. But what a kick out from Damian Payne. Out of nowhere, that chop to the face. Kai Cash quick on his feet. He likes to fly, and oh my god. Damian Payne went for a lariat, but Kai Cash back on the offense. Went for springboard dropkick, no. Miscalculations from the two. And now look at Payne, Irish whip. And then, oh no, went for another lariat, but the elbow drop to the lower back. Kai Cash. Kai Cash dragging Damian Payne to the middle of the ring. Damian Payne trying to get to his feet, but look at this, and oh my god, Jesus Christ. Kai Cash with a Canadian destroyer, but what a kick out from Payne. Out of nowhere, look at Payne now. The right hook, kick to the midsection, another neck breaker, slowing the pace down a little bit. Kai back to his feet, another cash deposit. Or sorry, bank deposit, sorry, oh my god. I can't even speak today. Kai Cash now. Damian Payne rolling to the apron. Wise move from Damian Payne. Ring awareness on point. But look at Damian Payne caught him. Back in the ring now. Payne fired up. But Kai kicked to the midsection. Going for the springboard. No, went for a back flipping. Damian Payne caught him. And it plants him down. With the Pain Maker. But no. What a kick out from Kai Cash. And look at Payne sizing up his opponent now. Calling him to his feet. Another kick to the midsection. And Kai Cash. Those right hooks. Getting off the shoulders. The clothesline sending Payne into the corner. And look at Kai Cash. The drop kick. Right in Kai Cash's wheelhouse. The speed, the agility, the athleticism from Kai Cash. He can do it all. And, oh, he's going up top. What is this? Look at Kai Cash. He's blinking. You might miss it. The knees up in time from that shooting star. And look at Damian Payne with the back elbow. It's not pretty, but it is effective when you're in the ring with someone like Damian Payne. Just tossing his opponent to the middle of the ring. And now, oh my god, Damian Payne going up top. Damian Payne with the elbow drop. No, we don't see Damian Payne go up high too often. And now look at Kai Cash. Holstering those guns. Those 6 shooters. Irish whip. Hopping over. And the sling blade from Cash with the cover. What a kick out though. That was a desperate kick out. Shoulder up in time though from Payne. And now Cash, Irish again. And no, put him up in the air for a moment, but Payne caught him with the DDT. Now to the corner again. But what is this? Look at Damian Payne with a kick to the arm. Oh my god. Damian Payne putting the hurt to, oh my Jesus. Another bank deposit from Kai Cash. And another kick out from Damian Payne. What a match that this is. We're only 2 matches in. What a match. Payne blocked it. No. Kai Cash on the springboard. And this one connects this time. Went for the moonsault, springboard moonsault, and the elbow to the heart. It connects. And Kai Cash looking to see what he can do now. What he can do to put away Damian Payne up top again. Oh my god, what is this? A meteora to a sitting Damian Payne. But back to the corner, Kai Cash. Not done yet. Oh my god. Kai Cash looking for the stop. No. Damian Payne caught him. And the shoulder block from Payne. Payne now. Irish whip from Payne. There it is. Damian Payne with the taste of Payne cover. And what a win for Damian Payne on his debut. Damian Payne with the win over Kai Cash. A bloody match that was, but Damian Payne comes out the victor. And I have a strong feeling that this is not the last time that we're going to see Damian Payne and Kai Cash. What a match that was on the debut for Damian Payne. What a statement made for this beast.
Oh yeah! Hello! I'm Anna Simmons, and this is Twisted Shock Energy Cherry. It has a twist of cherry flavor. This devilish elixir has twist of cherry.
Anna, it's not twist, it's twist of cherry. It's amazingly smooth. Be smooth.
Twisted Shock Energy Cherry is amazingly smooth. Trust me, I'm the rock star.
Feel my heat, taking you high, burn with me.
What a show we've had so far. What a show. But up next, and I don't want to say it, but we have the former television champion, A.D. Harris, the leader of the Golden Generation. A.D. Harris here to speak to us. It is very, very weird to see him without a championship, but this is the first time we are seeing A.D. Harris since him losing to Eddie King in Florida 2 weeks back. A.D. Harris, what is on your mind? What do you have to say to the UWF Universe? What is next for you in the Golden Generation? I mean, last week we saw Rilo, we saw Levi Fox get attacked by a debuting new Empire. Well, you did too, actually. Now that I remember, A.D. Harris got attacked as well. So maybe A.D. Harris is here to speak about that and what is next for the Golden Generation.
Ladies and gents, hookers and pimps, and everybody watching at home. It is one of the best on God's green while partaking in some of the best of God's green, A.D. Harris. And ladies and gentlemen, last time I competed in this ring, I lost. Eddie King called his shot at my television title and he took my fucking head off the winning. But I took it on the chin because it didn't kill me. It only made me stronger. But last time I was out here, it seems to be that I have run into this new empire of some sort. Gentlemen, boys, whether you're backstage and you're catching a monitor or you're sitting on your couch at home, I want you to pay very close attention to my match tonight. Because when I get in that ring with A-Static, I am going to remind you and everybody here, while empires rise and empires fall, generations live forever.
A.D. Harris, the Death Valley Daredevil, speaking about the new empire, speaking about his loss. A.D. Harris covering it all. A.D. Harris scheduled later on versus A-Static. But up next, we have a man who went to hell and back a few weeks back in Miami, Florida, versus Lazarus Hyde for the World Championship. CM Punk. CM Punk, as you see, does not carrying the World Championship. That is because he unfortunately lost. But you can't take it away from Punk. CM Punk did it all in that match, and he left it there. Then last week, he called out anybody in the locker room, and that is what's happening today. CM Punk is in his gear, and he is ready to fight anybody in the locker room. But who is it going to be? CM Punk wants to fight and he wants to prove himself that he can hang with anybody. Doesn't matter how old he is anymore. He is still CM Punk. He is still the best in the world, the voice of the voiceless. CM Punk is here in UWF, and he is here to move forward, although his last match was a loss. And that is what I like about people like CM Punk. He will move forward. He will not sit in the past. He's thinking about the future of his career here in UWF. But who is going to be his opponent? Oh my God, is it true? Wait a second, wait a second. Is it who I think it is? Is it him? And it is Tyler Black. Tyler Black and Kevin Steen. They have had some difficulties forming as a team. I mean, they lost to, who was it, the Creed brothers? Then Kevin Steen and Tyler Black blamed the loss on each other. And now they're looking to get back on track. But this is a singles match. Tyler Black versus CM Punk. Kevin Steen at ringside. This is going to be a crazy, crazy match. And I am ready for it. Let's get right into this match. Tyler Black versus CM Punk. Wait, what's this? Kevin Steen in the ring now. What is Kevin Steen looking? And Kevin Steen just lays out Punk with a DDT, and even Tyler Black has no idea what's. Oh my! And look at Kevin Steen just laying it out on Punk. Tyler Black has no idea what Steen is doing, but Kevin Steen. This is what. What the? What are you doing? This is a scheduled match. What are you doing, Steen? Kevin! This is not the way! And oh my God, wait a second. And Tyler Black! Kevin Steen is in the ear. Tyler Black didn't want to do. Oh my God, and Kevin Steen is in the ear of Tyler Black. What did you just do, Kevin? What did you just do? And now, look at this. Oh my Jesus, Tyler Black and CM Punk is bleeding. We need some help for Punk. We need some help out here. What the fuck did I just watch? But next week is indeed the birthday bash. The owner of UWF, Remy Martin's 24th birthday next week, Wednesday, July 29th. Be there right here on YouTube. But for that show, we have the New Empire versus the Golden Generation. But who will be the Golden Generation's 4th tag team member? Then we have Florida F-Bombs versus the Twisted Sisters in tag team action. Then we have Will Ospreay versus Adonis Blade. That's going to be a banger of a match. I can't wait for that one. Then we have the Diamond Wolves, Akira Tozawa this time, teaming up with Diamante versus the Kingdom. If the Kingdom wins, maybe they'll get a tag title shot. They have Eddie King putting up his title versus Speedball Mike Bailey, the television title on the line. Then we have 5-woman survival of the fittest match for a new UWF Strong Women's Championship. We will be crowned the inaugural Strong Women's Champion next week at the birthday bash. But we just heard from AD Harris moments ago, and now we are getting AD Harris versus A-Static, and look at this, the Golden Generation in full effect. Levi Fox in a suit. He looks out of place, but Rilo, Carolyn Wick, Levi Fox, and AD Harris. AD Harris, the leader of the Golden Generation, versus A-Static. We haven't seen A-Static in quite some time. I think since High Stakes, we haven't seen A-Static. A-Static performed very well in that match, if I'm not mistaken, in that gauntlet of 20 superstars. But AD Harris making his way down to the ring. We heard AD Harris moments ago, the Death Valley Daredevil, on the mic. Of course, this team right here has been having issues. Last week, the New Empire butted into the Golden Generation and attacked them all during a tag match last week versus Skybound. But now we have one-on-one action. Ace Sorry, AD Harris versus Ace Static. Ace Static, this man is a beast. I mean, I think people call him the steroid king or something on the lines of that. Ace Static, we haven't seen him in a long time. He did very well in the high stakes gauntlet match back at High Stakes in Vegas. But the winner of that gauntlet match, Nathan Hammerstone, is currently in a best of 7 series with Pierre Chamberlain. Later tonight for the main event, we have the match number 6 for that series. Hammerstone won that gauntlet back at High Stakes, and he has a contract that says he can cash in on any champion at any time. And that contract does expire in December. So he has a little bit, but you know, he has a series he's currently with Pierre Chamberlain. And whoever wins that series actually gets a title shot at Lazarus High's world title. But of course, Ace Static ready for action versus AD Harris. This is going to be a banger of a match. I can see it now. We got AD Harris with the Golden Generation at ringside. And we got Ace Static, Carolyn Wick, Rilo, Levi Fox at ringside. Levi Fox and Rilo, they did win their tag match last week versus Skybound. It may have been a count-out victory, but a win is a win. And with the Golden Generation, they can get any win they get, because they've been on a bit of a losing streak a little bit recently. And now look at these two starting off the match with a slugfest. AD, you do not want to go into a slugfest with Ace Static, trust me. But AD Harris is not backing down. In the corner now, the one for the dropkick, but no. Caught the feet, and now one for the big boot, but AD got him with the forearm, and the one for the enziguri. But this match is picking up like crazy. Oh my god, oh Jesus Christ. In the corner from Ace Static. Jesus. What a fast-paced start to this match, sorry. Oh, and there's Ace Static. Vintage Static with the coffin drop, no. AD Harris, though. The enziguri hits that time. But yes, last week, Rilo, Levi Fox, the tag team of the GG, they got their win over Skybound, debuting Skybound. It was by count out, but you know, if you've been on a losing streak like the Golden Generation, you want to get any win you can get your hands on. So that win was a must need for the Golden Generation. Skybound, their debut though, not looking too good for them so far in UWF. But look at Ace Static, one for the coffin drop, but not quite. Little misdirection, but Ace Static back on his feet now. The kick from AD Harris. AD Harris, Irish whip into the corner. The drop kick again, no. Ace Static caught the feet, and the big boot this time connects. Ace Static, impressive. What a superstar that this is, but look at AD Harris recovering. And then look at the coffin drop of his own. AD Harris said, if you can't do it, I'm going to do it. And now look at AD Harris. Wait a second. AD, no, caught him in. Look at the Hurricanrana. Perfect Hurricanrana, by the way. Now back in the ring. Ace Static caught him, has him up on his shoulders. Again, plants him down. And the coffin drop this time connects for Ace Static. Now flared up. Ace Static has AD up and just drops him right into the corner. Ace Static just dragging AD to the middle of the ring, but AD trying to get to his feet, and Ace Static helping him out a little bit. Waist lock from Ace. Oh my, what's this? The power of Ace Static. This is speed versus strength. What is going to win? And look at Rilo. Speed versus strength, but also interference from the Golden Generation. Rilo, a few weeks back at Summer Rush, took a loss versus Taylor King. We also have Taylor King versus Wesley Parker here tonight. And rumor has it that there are some of these matches are going to be to see who will go to the birthday bash and who will be in a #1 contender match to see who will face Eddie King for the television championship. And look at AD Harris off the top in the arm drag. Nice arm drag from AD Harris. Back up top now. AD Harris is in his wheelhouse. He likes to fly, and he hits it. The corkscrew moonsault off the top, but the foot is under the bottom rope. The ref calling the rope break fair by the referee. Good call. Now look at Ace again. The power bomb this time, and that's a rope break, and the ref not calling it, but AD Harris kicking out. A must-needed kick out from AD Harris. Now look at A-Static. And just A-Static dropping. And there's the tope from AD Harris. Now running the ropes. Look at this. And the drop kick right to A-Static's face, going back up top now. Look at this. And a double foot stomp from AD Harris. A-Static is not in a good way right now. Back up top. And the headbutt, no. A-Static moving out of the way. Irish whip. And the spear from A-Static for the cover. Folding AD in half. But no. AD Harris kicking out at a 2. Now look at AD Harris. AD Harris dragging Static to the corner. And now the body slam from AD Harris, going to the middle turnbuckle, calling his opponent to his feet. What are we about to... What's 8? The Code Red from AD Harris. We don't see that too often, but what a move from AD Harris. And now back in the corner. And look at, oh my, AD Harris in the corner, sliced bread to A-Static for the cover. And what a win for AD Harris, bouncing back with a win over A-Static in the Golden Generation there to celebrate with the Golden Generation's leader, AD Harris, the Death Valley Daredevil. What a match and what a win for AD Harris. They needed this match. 2 nights in a row. Wins for the GG. AD Harris with the win over A-Static. What a win. And for our next contest up, A-Static. Oh my god. That's the Hitman Jay Williams. He just flipped off A-Static. A-Static is helpless. What is Jay Williams looking to do? And Jay Williams with the cutthroat. And now he's going to work. What is Jay Williams doing here? Oh my god. Jay Williams is attacking A-Static. What are you doing, Jay Williams?
I decided I needed to do something for myself. Because it's obviously management won't go do shit. How you gonna bring in one of the hottest free agents into your establishment and all you give them is one match? One match? Look, I don't give a damn about wins and losses. I just come here to show my craft and do what the hell I'm supposed to do. I make money for being in this ring, putting my hands on folks. To put asses in seats. And the management, you decided to just leave me off the card? Not a phone call since the pay-per-view. So what the hell was the reason of bringing me here? So I just decided to show up and do what the hell I wanted to do. Since y'all don't want to put me in any type of match, I decided to just step in, wreck someone, and do what I needed to do to get y'all's attention. So I don't care if it's any backlash. I don't care if anybody in the back feel any type of way. You want to see me? Meet me in this ring. maybe management will finally do something. I'm sick of this. I'm sick of waiting. I'm sick of sitting here thinking I just need to be patient. Patience doesn't get across what I want to do. You want people to fight, I want to fight. So what you gonna do about it? Just let me sit or watch me fuck everybody over?
You know, people have been asking me the same question ever since I lost to Jay Cypher. What happened to Dane Carter? I'll tell you exactly what happened. I got beat. No excuses, no blaming the referee, no blaming luck. Jay Cypher was the better man that night, and that truth has been eating at me every single day. When they call you the hoss of all hosses, people expect you to steamroll everybody. They expect you to be unstoppable. But the truth is, even the biggest mountain can crack. That loss forced me to look in the mirror. It forced me to realize that being the strongest man in the room isn't enough anymore. Strength gets you noticed, but heart, discipline, and evolution keep you on top. Jay Cypher, you earned my respect. But don't mistake my respect for satisfaction. That loss didn't break me. It woke me up. The Dane Carter that walked into that match thought he was already at the top. The Dane Carter standing here tonight knows he hasn't even reached his peak. So to everyone in the locker room, enjoy whatever spotlight you've got while you can. Because every rep in the gym, every bruise, every mile, every sacrifice I've made since that loss has been building something bigger. I'm not running from my failure. I'm carrying it on my back as fuel. And when I step into this ring again, I won't just be the hoss of all hosses. I'll be the man who turned one loss into the beginning of a reign no one will ever forget. This isn't the end of Dane Carter's story. It's the first chapter of my comeback.
Amber, we can't seem to let go of each other, can we? I hear you. You want what's best for Akari. And really, Akari does deserve a shot down the line. I have one slight issue with this. Akari, allying with Amber might be good for you on the short term, but the second you won't have a use for her, she'll backstab you and say everything you would have accomplished wouldn't have happened without her. I know how she works, and trust me, you don't want this to happen to you. So Akari, work your way up, get that openweight title shot, but don't let Amber derail you from what you stand for. And Amber, if I ever sense that you're about to jump me or Akari down the road, you'll regret it.
We just got Jay Williams attacking Ecstatic. We just heard Dane Carter. We just heard the openweight champion Thea. We have a lot to unpack from the last few minutes. But we have yet again another match that people could consider a dream match. We have Puerto Rico's very own Chel Gonzalez versus the United Kingdom's very own FH Jones. FH Jones, of course, a part of the United Elite with Chris Roberts. They are OGs of this company back when we were known as TWF. FH Jones, the first ever TWF United States champion, but Chel Gonzalez right there on your screen, he's looking to bounce back after his loss back in Summer Rush in that triple threat for the RHW Universal Championship. He's looking to get back on track. He's looking to get a win over FH Jones. Chel Gonzalez, FH Jones. This could, you could say it about a lot of matches here tonight, but this match alone, you could call match of the night potential. Chel Gonzalez, FH Jones, he was in this company back when we were known as TWF, but FH Jones and his tag team partner Chris Roberts, back at First Destination back in Canada, they had the first match of the night in their debut here in UWF. And I think it was rated a 6-star or a 5-star. It was like very high rating. It was a very good, it was like 20 plus minutes. it was a very good match. You put F.H. Jones in a 15, 20 plus minute match, and he will tear shit up. And if you put Chil Gonzalez in the mix, that's going to even make it better. This match is going to be a great match. And now his opponent, all the way from the United Kingdom. This is the first ever, back in the day, I mean, F.H. Jones, Chris Roberts, the first ever tag team in TWF history. But this right here, the first ever TWF United States champion back in the day. F.H. Jones. This is an OG of the lore of TWF UWF. If you think about TWF, UWF, you gotta think about this man. This man, honestly, no bullshit. Like, I'm not trying to glaze, but F.H. Jones might just be on my Mount Rushmore in UWF, TWF history. He has been here since the beginning, and he has stuck with us since then. F.H. Jones, no Chris Roberts at ringside. But F.H. Jones is more than capable of doing this match alone. F.H. Jones taking his time to the ring and no rush at all. This is a big match. Potentially could be a match, because next week there is going to be a 4-way dance match to determine the #1 contender for Eddie Kang's television championship. And this match could potentially have either Chil Gonzalez or whoever comes out on top, Chil Gonzalez or F.H. Jones, be a winner and be in that 4-way dance match for next week. So whoever wins this is a big opportunity for whoever wins. Chil Gonzalez is ready, and F.H. Jones is ready. One-on-one action. Here we go. These two locking up in the middle of the ring. You can never ask for anything better than that. Chil Gonzalez, F.H. Jones in the corner. Just the ref got a clean break, but F.H. Jones getting a little shot in there, pushing Gonzalez back in the corner, but Gonzalez elbow up to the face of. Look at this now. Look at Gonzalez in his wheelhouse, but no. F.H. Jones moving out of the way. Gonzalez got a little height difference. Oh my God, spear out of nowhere. Gonzalez got some height on Jones. Oh, hopping over that. And got some wingspan on Jones. I think F.H. Jones is what, 5'10"? And I think Gonzalez is about 6'1", 6 foot, something like that. Pretty sure, something like that. But F.H. Jones can still go in the ring. These two have a similar style of how to fight, and I like it. I like this matchup a lot. Oh my God, went for a kick in the corner, but Jones getting out of the way very quick right there. These two both quick on their feet, both athletic, both agile, quick, and they like to fly, that's for sure. And look at Gonzalez planting Jones out on his back. Jones, though, turning him around. Dropkick, no. Moving out of the way and went for a springboard, but Jones caught him and just plants him out with a blue Thunderbomb variant. Sit up power bomb, went for a clothesline, but no. Caught him with the Spanish fly. Gonzalez and Jones getting up to his feet now on the ropes. And look at Gonzalez. The clothesline, no, dumping him on the outside. F.H. Jones now stalking his opponent. Gonzalez recovering up on his feet, and F.H. Jones now leaving it on the pursuit. What a spear from Gonzalez, catching his opponent. The ref starting the count, but look at Jones. Now the kick. F.H. Jones, this double foot stomp, but Gonzalez recovered. Irish whip reversed from Jones back in the ring now. Back in the ring and going for the roll-up. But Gonzalez back on him. No Jones. But kick out from Gonzalez. And now another kick from Jones. And now running the ropes and the Meteora. Nice little sequence from the two, but Gonzalez back to his feet. And now these two trying to get away from each other, but look at Gonzalez with the cave in. That's what Gonzalez was wanting to do. And now look at the Verta Breaker from Chel Gonzalez for the cover. That might just do it. But what a kick out from FH Jones. And now the moonsault connects. Perfect moonsault. Gonzalez with the cover. Leg up. No, just a 1 count. FH Jones. But sweeping off his feet now. Gonzalez has FH up. No. Kicks to the leg. Turning him around. Look at. No, went for another drop kick, but moving out of the way. Oh my God, out of nowhere, the hidden blade. The hidden blade connects to the throat. And now, super kick to the knee. Oh my Jesus, the kill shot for the cover. What a kick out from Gonzalez. What a kick out indeed. And now look at Jones. FH Jones. No! Gonzalez recovering quick. And stomp to the face. Scraping the face a little bit. Going for the quick cover. Quick and easy cover over FH Jones. But kick out at 2. Shoulder up in time. Look at Gonzalez. Sweeping FH Jones off his feet. Calling him to his feet now. And the pop-up Hurricanrana to follow up. Now to the corner. In a helpless FH Jones. Look at Chel Gonzalez. Sliding through. Kick to the face. Across the face. And it connects. And those black. Oh my God. Out of nowhere. The black mass. And Chel Gonzalez. Sizing up FH Jones. No. Caught the foot. Turning him over. The V-Trigger. Chel Gonzalez moving to the corner, and look at Jones. Fired up. Full speed. Went for the knee strike, but hitting the top turnbuckle. No one for the drop kick, but Jones caught him. But Chel, those elbows digging to the midsection. Kick to the midsection now from FH Jones. What's this? FH Jones with a brain buster. FH Jones doing what it takes. Kick to the knee. The kill shot for the cover. But no, what a kick out. Gonzalez is bleeding. Irish whip reverse from Gonzalez in the corner now. Wait, what's this? And just tossing FH Jones shoulder first into the steel post. Now Gonzalez taking things to ringside, but only for a second. Springboard, moonsault. No, moving out of the way is Jones. Kick to the face. Irish whip in the corner. And a knee strike this time connects to the face. And now the float over Liger bomb from Jones. What a match this is. What a matchup we are getting here. From FH Jones going up top to Chel Gonzalez getting up to his feet. FH Jones looking to put this one away with a double foot stomp. But he's not going for the cover, instead to the corner. And he's looking for it again. In the corner, the hidden blade. No. Chel up on his feet now. No. Oh my God, the cave in. And FH Jones up to his feet. And now the kick to the midsection. And look at this, the Dragon Slayer. And FH Jones has to tap out. And what a match. What a win for Chel Gonzalez over FH Jones. What a match. What a match, what a win for Chel Gonzalez, Puerto Rico's very own Chel Gonzalez. What a match.
UWF, excuse my manners. Allow me to properly introduce myself. My name is Kyle King, member of the hottest faction in all of professional wrestling. But you probably knew that already. Because over the past few weeks, my brothers and I have warned every single federation, whether your doors were open or closed, we would be the ones to break down those walls. So you had to have known this was just a matter of time. So UWF, welcome to the start of a new empire.
UWF, my name is Isolation, and you saw us last show when we came and we took out everybody that was in our path, but that was just a warning. That was just a spoiler of what we can do. We told everybody around the world that New Empire was coming for it all, and that was just a preview that we're willing to take everything that you guys don't want to give. And now it is time for the dawn of a new empire.
Yeah, UWF. It's Naquan Knox in your presence. And what y'all saw out there last week was just a small part of the takeover. You see, anywhere and everywhere we go, nobody's safe. And when I say nobody, I mean nobody. These hands go both ways. See, a wise person once told me, he done with the 90s. It's time for something new. A new era. New excitement. New power. New champions. And now, the rise of a new empire.
My name is Baker Woods. And I really hope you've been enjoying the product lately because it's just been beat down after beat down after beat down. No matter who's across that ring against us, I always got New Empire. Because we're coming for all the gold, and we're not going to stop until every face on the wrestling Mount Rushmore is a different member of New Empire. You see, I look at all these factions and see a bunch of spirit squads. There's no real order around here, but we are the order. We are the takeover. We are the peak of professional wrestling. We are New Empire.
And for our next contest up, we have Wesley Parker going up against Taylor King. Wesley Parker, another, I don't know if you consider him a TWF OG, but he was in TWF last year, where he did become United States champion. Wesley Parker, his opponent too, Taylor King, also in the same era of TWF as Wesley Parker. We saw Taylor King last year versus his own family. What a crazy timeline we were in back then. But Wesley Parker been making waves on social media for a few months, and UWF now trying to get a bounce back in. Of course, he's had his fair share of matches here in UWF so far this year. Myers winning that series, but now he's going up against Taylor King. Taylor King coming off a win over Ryan Lowe back in Summer Rush. And like I said, Taylor King coming off a massive win in Miami, Florida over a longtime rival, longtime enemy, it seems like, Ryan Lowe. Ryan Lowe, part of the Golden Generation. We saw him earlier accompany A.D. Harris to the ring as A.D. Harris took the win over Ace Static. But Taylor King, it feels like he's on top of the world right now, winning a crazy match against Rilo via roll-up, by the way. But a win is a win nonetheless for a man like Taylor King. He can take any win he can get. But now we have another match that potential match of the night. Wesley Parker against Taylor King. This is gonna be a crazy match. Let's get right into it. Taylor King, Wesley Parker, and it is now. All right, Wesley Parker and Taylor King are ready for this matchup. Here we go, and Wesley Parker's off with a float over Liger Bomb, planting Taylor King down in the middle of the ring. These two, I mean, Taylor King, Ben. Oh my God, look at Wesley Parker with the spinning back kick. Taylor King, oh my God, we're starting things off hot in this one. Oh my, styles clash. Taylor King, for a few weeks, maybe about a month, he was in a mask, a hoodie, terrorizing the UWF locker room backstage. And then Rilo comes out, unmasks him, but Rilo was oh my God, the ref is taken out. The Rilo was unsuccessful at Summer Rush, where Taylor King came out the victor of that one. And look at, oh my Jesus, the spear off the middle turnbuckle. The ref is knocked out. The ref is out. We need a new official out here. The Taylor King Irish whip reversed by Wesley Parker on the apron. Now the ref is still out of it. Got pushed into. Unfortunately, that's what it takes to be a referee. Nothing is promised for your safety. Went for a super kick, but no, stopped himself. Taylor King backed into a corner. And now look at what, no, elbow open time from Taylor King. Taylor King now Irish whip to Wesley on the ropes. And now double foot stomp from Taylor King. Crawling up to the corner. Wesley Parker on his feet now. Taylor King. No, elbow up again. But this time from Wesley Parker. Jesus, what a kick right to the stomach. And now Wesley Parker went for the moonsault, but no. Went the wrong direction. Unfortunate for Wesley Parker. Went for a springboard, but Wesley caught him. Now with the side Russian leg sweep. And now those right hooks down. Taylor King, oh my God. Getting a beat down from Wesley Parker. Now the knees to the ribs. Oh my God. And oh my, just a kick to the back of the head. Now look at Wesley with the bottom rope moonsault, but no one's home. Now Taylor King, that kick. Knocking Wesley out. Oh no, the brain buster. Impaler DDT from Taylor King, but Wesley back on his feet. And look at Taylor King just planting Wesley down on his face first. And I'll look at Taylor King. No, Wesley caught him. Those elbows to the back of the head. Now Wesley Parker has him up. Taylor King, though, back and forth action, pushing him off. And no, Wesley kicks to the back of the knee. Wesley Parker Irish whip to Taylor King. And Wesley Parker just takes him down. What a takedown from Wesley Parker. And Wesley now up on the apron. Oh no. Taylor King might just be in trouble. Wesley Parker, springboard, European uppercut. Holy, what a match. What so many good matches here tonight. What a show we've had so far. And Taylor King, oh my God, knocking the daylights out of Wesley Parker with the elbow. And now the knee strike right to the face, looking like a V-trigger. 1, 2, what a kick out from Wesley Parker. And if you've been enjoying this show, like the video. If you're new and you like the content, subscribe. Go back and watch our previous episodes. We're on what, week 17 in a row? We've been going strong for a few months, and I'm happy to be here. Taylor King with the right hook. Wesley Parker right to the referee, but Taylor King back on the offense. Kick to the midsection, has him up in a powerbomb position. No. Wesley Parker with those right hooks down to Taylor King. And the one for the lariat, but no, went for knee strike from Wesley. These two are going back and forth, but Wesley Parker has Taylor up. Just hanging him on that top rope to dry with the cover. That could be all she wrote. But no, just a 1 count. Oh my God. These two have been going crazy this whole match, but it's only a 1 count. Now look at Wesley Parker. Just drops him on his face with the cover. But what a kick out from Taylor King. Strong kick out. strong shoulder up. Look at Wesley, 2 steps back, 2 steps forward with the stomp. Right to the back of the neck for the cover. Once again, leg is up. But what a kick out from Taylor King. The shoulder is up. Now the moon, oh my god, the moonsault to finish it off for the cover. That's gotta do it. Oh my, that wasn't even a 1 count, ref. You're holding up a 1 leg, it was a 1 count. That was not a 1 count. That was a 0 count. But Wesley Parker with the frog splash. Wesley Parker is on one, and he's not slowing down any time soon with the forearm. Taylor King might just be in trouble. Taylor King needs some help, but Taylor King has him. Atomic drop. The feet to the chin. Oh my god. Wesley Parker retreating to the outside, but now on the apron, look at Taylor King right on it with a DDT to Wesley Parker on the apron. Taylor King came to play. And Wesley Parker did too. This is a very great match. The moonsault from Taylor King. We've had a lot of good matches here tonight. I mean, comment down below what match you like best so far. But Taylor King went for another spinning back elbow, but we're going to wait for that drop kick. Now, waistlock from behind has, oh my god, oh jeez! Just dropping Wesley on his dome. Went for a senton, but Wesley moving out of the way. And the, sweeping the legs from Taylor King. Wesley Parker. Smooth, fast, agile. Irish whip, but no, Taylor King. Wesley stopping himself. Wesley, though. Now, oh my god, not again, not again. Taylor King, though, breaking the hold. Just blow to the back of the neck. Back in the ring now. And so was Wesley. From behind. Taylor King pushing. No, Wesley. For the time. Went for the flying uppercut, or flying clothesline, but uppercut from Taylor King. What a match this is. I keep saying it over and over, but it is damn true. You get the best action right here. UWF. Taylor King with the kick to the face of Wesley Parker. And the bicycle knee strike. Going for the cover. Deep hook on the leg. Wesley's in trouble. But what a kick out. That last second kick out. Desperation from Wesley Parker. Wesley Parker and Taylor King are having a masterclass of a match right now. Blows to the head. And now Taylor's not stopping. Taylor King's not stopping. Right in a seated position. Wesley Parker is propped up in that corner and went for a drop kick, but no. Wesley Parker float over. Liger bomb. What a match. I am on like 3 cups of coffee and I'm not stopping there. Actually, I am, I think. I have no more coffee. But Taylor King, Wesley, wait a second. And look at Wesley Parker has taking up in a brain buster. Both men are down. Both men are out. But both men are back on their feet just in time. And the bicycle knee strike. Wesley Parker is in trouble again. But no. What a kick out. What a match. I thought F.H. Jones... Oh my god, wait a second, let me stop talking. On his face. For the cover, hook on the leg. Oh my god. I thought F.H. Jones and Chuck Gonzalez was going to be a great match. This is a great match too. Akari Shidori, Yuri Stevens, this match is great too. Oh my god, so many good matches tonight. And we are not even done yet. We have, I think, what, 2 more matches left? And then next week is the birthday bash for Upstate Remy, your boy, the one and only, the owner of UWF. Next week, we have a lot of matches planned for that show. Here, we announced the matches earlier. A lot of the matches. There's still a few more matches to come, of course. Not announced yet, but they will be here soon. But look at this. Wesley Parker is tossing Taylor King to the steel steps. You know, Wesley Parker calling his opponent up to his feet. Wait a second. Wesley Parker back in the ring, though. Taylor King is wobbling on his feet. At a 6 count, I think. Indeed, 7 count. And Taylor King back in the ring. Wesley Parker respecting Taylor King a little bit to let him back in the ring. And pushing Taylor King back in the corner. Wesley Parker. Oh my god, what's this? Oh my god, what a chop. And Wesley caught him on his feet. Back in the corner. Wesley Parker with a body slam down to Taylor King. Oh no, going up top with a Wesley special. With the cover, hook on the leg. 1, 2, 3. What a match. Wesley Parker's your winner. What a match. Wesley Parker taking the win over Taylor King. And it is indeed official. Jay Cypher, Chel Gonzalez, Damian Payne, Wesley Parker. Next week, who will go versus Eddie King for the television championship 4-way dance next week for the birthday bash?
Last week was nothing more than a setup, but tonight we're looking to change that and set things right how it should have been.
Sure, Charlie and Lena Cross may have gotten the upper hand, but that's not gonna stop us from getting our eventual payback sooner than later. So if you'll excuse us, we have a match to get to.
As we just saw, the Florida F-Bombs, of course, have some issues of their own. Lena Cross and Charlie attacked them, and now they have scheduled action versus Charlie and Lena Cross later on. But we have one half, I guess you could say 1/3 of the tag team champions. Jason Payne is here to speak to us today before our pre-main event. After this, it will indeed be the Florida F-Bombs versus Charlie and Lena Cross for the pre-main event. But Jason Payne been having a good run recently. He did defeat Lazarus Hyde, which got him a title opportunity, and that title opportunity is next week. But what does Jason Payne have to say to the UWF Universe today? Of course, now they got Akira Tozawa in the Diamond Wolves, so that's a good addition. Akira Tozawa was underrated. A lot of people that watch WWE see him as the comedic act. No, Akira Tozawa is a dog. And I'm not saying that because of the Diamond Wolves. He is literally a dog. Do not underestimate Akira Tozawa. Jason Payne, what does he have to say to us today?
A few weeks ago, I did what not a single damn soul in this company could do. I beat Lazarus Hyde in this ring 1-on-1. And after I won, I earned a world championship match against Lazarus. The only problem is, I haven't heard anything from him since that match. So I thought it was only fair for me to come out here and take my title shot. At the birthday bash, I will be challenging Lazarus Hyde for the UWF World Championship. But you know what, Laz? I don't want just any match. See, I want to test you, Lazarus. I want to see just how much you love to walk around here carrying that championship. I want to see just how fearless our fearless champ really is. Lazarus, the match between you and me will be a match that I know very well. The UWF World Championship match at the birthday bash will be an upstate death match, where the only way to win is to be the one man to survive death itself. And for this match, Lazarus, you're not just getting Jason Payne. You're not just getting the Wolf Man. At the birthday bash, at the death match, you will be getting a whole new side of me, Lazarus. You will be getting the War Wolf, Jason Payne. Let's see just how damn good you are. And if you do manage to beat me, then maybe the UWF will be in good hands after all, with you leading the new era. But there's an angry wolf in your way, because I need that world championship more than the oxygen itself. So good luck next week, champion. I hope my respect for you is not misplaced. And you show up for a war.
And as we just heard, Jason Payne, one half of the tag team champions, proposing an update death match to Lazarus Hyde for next week at the Birthday Bash. But here's the Florida F-Bombs, Charlie Derby on the left, on the right is Ramirez Smoke. But let's take a look at what happened last week and what caused this match to happen. Yuri back in the corner, and now as there was a triple threat match going on, Yuri Stevens, AJ Parker, and Charlie Derby, Lena Cross comes in, takes out Ramirez Smoke. Lena Cross with the Ramirez Smoke up and down with the jackhammer. What is Lena Cross doing here? What? Lena Cross just took out Ramirez Smoke at ringside, Charlie Derby's tag team partner, and Charlie Derby's still in the ring. And who is Lena looking to? And then lo and behold, Charlie, formerly known as Dakota Kai, comes in, attacks Charlie Derby during her match, which was totally legal. But Charlie and Lena Cross are aligning themselves with each other. And this is why this match is happening right now. As the Florida F-Bombs make their way down to the ring. Last week, I mean, who knows if Charlie Derby won that match? She could have had an opportunity of a lifetime in her debut. Again, it was singles action. Now this is tag team action. This is their wheelhouse. This is their official UWF tag team debut. Charlie Derby, do we really want to count that match last week a debut for Charlie Derby? Let's be honest, she didn't even get anything in. She got what, 2-3 minutes into the match and got attacked. Same with Ramirez Smoke at ringside. Ramirez Smoke, of course, was at ringside, but she wasn't in the match, but got attacked nonetheless. That's not okay. And as they get ready for this matchup, Charlie and Lena Cross. Now this is their debut. Charlie and Lena Cross. You guys know Charlie on the right over there as Dakota Kai. Well, a lot of you. On the left is Lena Cross. Of course, you know her probably from Divine Dominion with Megan Bayne, but now they're in UWF. We don't have a name for their team yet, so if you want to suggest any names for this team, comment them down below. But they are here to go up against the Florida F-Bombs, trying to get the revenge back to Charlie and Lena Cross. Charlie on the independent scene, Lena Cross in AEW, as the time that I'm recording this, as you know, Lena Cross is AEW Tag Team Champion with Megan Bayne. Charlie and Lena Cross last week shocked the UWF roster, the UWF Universe, teaming up with one another. This is a great team. I'm excited to see how they do together. I really am. We're starting things off with Charlie Derby and Lena Cross. Lena Cross. What a superstar that this is, man. And she's starting things off with Charlie Derby on her shoulders. The airplane spin. Lena Cross has the power. She has the height ability. Of course, as you see, her towering over Charlie Derby, just taking her down by the leg. What a match this is. This is the pre-main event, by the way. The Florida F-Bombs in the baseball gear versus Charlie and Lena Cross. Still need to find out a name for them. But in the meantime, I think their own names will do. And Lena Cross, that waist lock on Charlie Derby, just plants her on her back. Now the two leaving the ringside. Lena Cross with a shoulder tackle or shoulder block of some sort. Now Lena Cross has just a knee to the face. It's not pretty, but it is effective. Right to the face. But Charlie back on her feet and off the back elbow, but Lena caught her. At a 4 count, the referee, but Charlie fighting back. Charlie Derby, that is. There are 2 Charlies in this match. I'm going to have to bring Charlie back to her old name, Dakota Kai, to be honest. I like the Charlie though. At a 6 count, but Lena crosses it back in the ring at a 7 count. And look at Charlie Derby with the athleticism. Now Charlie Derby picking up Lena Cross. Irish whip it to the Florida F-Bombs corner. And a tag to Ramirez Smoke. Now look at this tag team action from Charlie Derby and Ramirez Smoke with the knee and the kick to the back of the head. And Ramirez Smoke isn't done with the Northern Lights suplex. Tag team offense from the two. The Florida F-Bombs, but Lena Cross back in control. No, never mind. Ramirez Smoke moving out of the way, tossing Lena Cross outside the ring. This is where Lena Cross attacked Ramirez Smoke. And Ramirez Smoke taking her anger to Charlie with another right hook. And Ramirez Smoke is angry. She wants revenge on... She's going for a tag, I think, but... Lena Cross back. Wait a second. You know, the two colliding outside the ring at ringside. And Lena Cross fighting back those elbows. You know, tossing Ramirez Smoke to the barricade. Lena Cross picking Ramirez up. No one for the chop, but Ramirez Smoke. The right hook, though. Another right. Oh my god. Ramirez Smoke just taking her anger out on Lena Cross, but Lena Cross back on her feet with a big boot. What a tag team match that this is. Oh my god. Lena Cross, what are you doing? Lena Cross does not go up often. And now the shoulder block. No. Too close was Ramirez Smoke. Lena Cross went for a shoulder tackle, but too close to the steel post. Back in the ring now. Lena Cross, oh my, what a chop across the chest of Ramirez Smoke now. And look at Lena Cross just taking Ramirez Smoke. Just, oh my god, just taking her back to her corner. Look at the power of Lena Cross. And now Irish whip. Lena Cross to Ramirez Smoke off the ropes, but no, miscalculation a little bit, but the chops. And no, one for a DDT, but the Northern Light suplex from Ramirez Smoke for the cover. But no, just a 1 count. Ramirez Smoke has Lena Cross. Oh my god! Now Ramirez Smoke going to the corner. Tag to Charlie Derby. Lena Cross back to her feet. And off the... Oh my god, what's this? Off the ropes. Drop kick from Charlie Derby. Beautiful drop kick. The Florida F-Bombs are doing great in this matchup in their UWF Tag Team debut. Doing amazing. So was Charlie and Lena Cross. I mean, we haven't seen much from Charlie so far, but Lena Cross is holding it down for her team. Lena Cross, though, look at this. The goddess, Lena Cross. Look at Charlie Derby, Irish whip. And what a scoop slam from Charlie Derby on Lena Cross. But Lena back on the offense. Has Charlie Derby. Oh my god, another forearm. And now look at Charlie Derby just powering out of the boot. And now Charlie Derby picking Lena Cross back up to her feet. Now pull back though, blow to the back of the head. And Lena Cross hot tag to Charlie and tag to Ramirez Smoke. And Ramirez Smoke went for a body press, but Charlie caught her with those high kicks. In the forum, no, I think this is the first time we're seeing Charlie in the match. I think. And now look at Charlie went for the boot, but look at Ramirez Smoke back at her. And the headbutt to the shoulder. And now another headbutt to the shoulder. Ramirez Smoke. No mercy. Ramirez Smoke just plants her. What a suplex from Ramirez Smoke. Uh-oh, going up top. Ramirez Smoke wants to do more damage. Calling Charlie to her feet. And Ramirez Smoke with a blow to the back of the head. And Charlie back to her feet now. And Ramirez Smoke went for a clothesline, but Charlie caught her on the arm now. Slowing the pace a little bit. But Ramirez Smoke, arm drag, tossing her off, and Charlie. And oh my god, the body press. I'm going to get Charlie and Charlie Derby's names mixed up a lot. But speaking of Charlie Derby tag. And went for a drop kick, but Charlie Derby caught the feet of Charlie. Now Charlie Derby has Charlie up, but no, Charlie elbows to the midsection of Charlie Derby. Now kicks again. Another kick, and oh my, kick to the back of the neck. Now Charlie lifting up Charlie Derby to her feet. Back in the corner with Lena Cross, tagged to Lena Cross, and we get some tag team offense from Charlie and Lena Cross with the double shoulders from the two. Now working on that arm of Charlie Derby. Lena Cross now the legal woman in. Look at Lena Cross though. Full speed. Oh my, went for a big boot, but no, I think that Charlie Derby ducked it. Waist lock now. Oh my god, that's a big woman. Just drops her in a sitting powerbomb position. Now Charlie Derby tagged to Ramirez Smoke. The Florida F-Bomb's doing great as a team here today in tag team action for the pre-main event. Ramirez Smoke gets whipped over on the apron. Now right hook, no, forearm by Ramirez Smoke. Ramirez Smoke is, I mean, I don't want to say the pun, but I'm going to say it anyways. She's bringing the smoke to Charlie and Lena. Oh my god. No, Ramirez Smoke though off the middle rope. Now kick to the chest of Lena. Oh my, what's this? Alabama Slam from Smoke to Cross. Now tag to Charlie Derby back in the ring. The Florida F-Bombs making some healthy tags to one another. Oh my god, the shoulder block, the shoulder tackle from Lena Cross went for a lariat, but Charlie ducking out of harm's way right there. Back in the corner of the Florida F-Bombs, the two really separating Charlie and Lena Cross. Oh my god. And just drops her with a cutter. Lena Cross. Back in the corner. Lena Cross, what is she looking to do in the corner with Charlie Derby in her sights? Has her up on her shoulders. With another, no. Went for the cutter again, perhaps. But Charlie Derby caught her with a roll-up. Kick out at one from Lena Cross. Now Lena caught her in the corner again with Charlie. Tagged in. Lena Cross, Irish whip, drop toe hold, elbow to the back. Nice tag team offense from the two, and now kick to the midsection. Oh my god, we saw this last week. The submission hold locked in on Charlie Derby, and Ramirez Smoke coming to the rescue to break it up. That could have potentially been the match if Ramirez Smoke didn't come into the ring to break it up. Some miscommunication between the two, but look at Charlie Hurricanrana into the corner. Now, look at Charlie Derby, hot tag to Ramirez Smoke, smart tag. Went for a kick, but Charlie didn't get any of that. Ramirez Smoke down the corner with Charlie. Oh no, has Charlie, oh my god, oh my lord. Just has her up and just plants her in the middle of the ring, and Ramirez Smoke looking to end this, but Charlie not going down without a fight. Those right hooks. Now another Hurricanrana in the corner. Charlie with Ramirez Smoke back to her feet. Ice whip reversed from Ramirez Smoke, back elbow. Nice back elbow from Ramirez Smoke. Waist lock. Has her up and just tosses her. That's a grown woman, by the way. And now hot tag to Lena Cross. Lena Cross caught her. Ramirez Smoke took too much time to taunt and showboat a little bit. The elbow up from Lena Cross. But Smoke, oh my god, Smoke caught her. Just tosses her with another suplex. Ramirez Smoke now setting it up. This could potentially be the ending for Charlie and Lena Cross. The pop-up powerbomb won, but Charlie is there to break it up at a 1 count. But look at Ramirez Smoke on a roll, the elbow drop. Ramirez Smoke not stopping there. We're on the arm of Lena Cross, now going back up top. Ramirez Smoke, big body splash for the cover. But what a kickoff from Lena Cross. I was sure that body splash would have ended this match. Back on the middle rope now. Ramirez Smoke just eyeing Lena Cross. Back to her feet. No, Lena Cross caught her. sweep of the leg to take her off the middle rope. Now waist lock. Elbow up though. The height difference is definitely different in this matchup with Lena Cross and Ramirez Smoke. And Ramirez Smoke not going for the tag. It looks like this whole match, Ramirez Smoke has been angry. I mean, I would be too. She's been frustrated at what happened last week, and now she's not wanting to tag out. She wants to put more damage to her opponents. I mean, it's reasonable, obviously, but it's just something to note down that Ramirez Smoke wants to do more than just a tag team match. She wants to make this a 1v2, a handicap match. Ramirez Smoke, Irish whip, dropping down, and what a lariat from Smoke. And now, oh my God, that's a grown woman, but Lena Cross. Those elbows to the side of the face, the right hook. Now Cross. Waistlock, no. Ramirez Smoke, a waistlock of her own. And just headbutt to the back of the neck. And just tosses Lena Cross to her corner. Oh my, Ramirez Smoke. Again, another suplex. Going for the cover. That might just do it. What a match. The Florida F-Bombs on their UWF debut take the victory. What a match. And what a win over Charlie and Lena Cross. What a match.
The whole world got to see my fun side last week. I debuted in UWF as a delicate flower, fragile and very easy to break. Thanks to my opponent, I was cut down only to be brought back together whole within the darkness. Now, UWF, it is time for me to show you what happens when you destroy something you cannot get rid of. I will show you all that you are beneath me. No one can stop what I plan to do, what we plan to do. This time I get to truly say, I, the Samurai King, will stand amongst all of your blood. I truly mean it when I say, no one is safe. If you see me, it may be you who is next for the kill. Good night, and remember, I am always watching amongst the stars.
Now it is time for our main event. This is match number 6 of the Best of 7 series. Pierre Chamberlain. Will he take it home? Will he win the series 4-2 with Don Callis by his side? Or will Nathan Hammerstone take it to match 7? Will Nathan Hammerstone force a match 7? If so, this series will end at the birthday bash, or it could be easily said and done. If Pierre Chamberlain walks out the winner, the series is over and Chamberlain is the next in line after Jason Payne gets a shot for the world title. So whether it's Lazarus Hyde or Jason Payne, Pierre Chamberlain could very well be the next challenger, or Hammerstone could be. But Hammerstone has a contract. Hammerstone has the high roller contract that says he can challenge for any championship within his division, anytime, any place. So he doesn't really need this win, but it would help him a lot. It would put him ahead of any other superstar on the roster. The Cerberus with Paul Heyman by his side, Nathan Hammerstone. I mean, as we saw last week, Pierre Chamberlain and Hammerstone didn't have Don Callis or Paul Heyman at ringside, but now they do. This is match 6. Nathan Hammerstone needs to win the next 2, this match and the match next week. Or it could be Pierre Chamberlain that wins match 6 and takes it home. And then Pierre Chamberlain would watch closely to see who would win between Lazarus Hyde and Jason Payne for next week. That match is next week is gonna be a movie, because Lazarus Hyde versus Jason Payne, it is going to be the first ever upstate death match. Think of Texas Death, but upstate New York. That's gonna be a crazy match. I can't wait. That could be the night where Jason Payne is a double champion. I mean, think about it. Jason Payne walking out next week as world champion and tag team champion, and he was the first ever UWF openweight champion. I think that's grand slam if I'm not mistaken. Alright, it is main event time. Hope you all enjoyed this show. Subscribe if you're new, like this video, and comment down below which match you like best. Here we go. And oh my god, Hammerstone starting off with a bang. Again, Nathan Hammerstone needs to win this match. If he doesn't win, then Pierre Chamberlain for the last 5-6 matches. This, I mean, I don't want to say it was a waste. Definitely had some banger matches. But if you lose right now, Hammerstone, then what was the last 5 matches about? What was it for? So you need to come out on top. Although Hammerstone does not need to win this match at all. He does not need to win this series. He already has a guaranteed title opportunity. So why is this even for a championship? Why are they even fighting? But Pierre could definitely use this. Let's be honest. And now Hammerstone caught him. We have Don Callis, Paul Heyman at ringside, and look at Hammerstone following slam and a kip up. Hammerstone started off with a bang, and in the corner now, firing up that forearm to the back of the neck. No, and up on their feet now. Hammerstone, Irish whip reverse from Pierre in the corner. Kick to the midsection, another one, and no, one for the clothesline, but Hammerstone caught him in those right hooks, and I think Paul Heyman is up on the apron for some reason. Now look at Hammerstone, waist lock applied, has him up and down with the DDT. Oh my god. Pierre Chamberlain with a, no, sorry, Hammerstone with the moonsault. Another moonsault off the bottom rope that time. Get a little bouncy. And now look at Hammerstone back of the corner for a second time already, with the forearm to the back of the neck. This one connects. Now back in the corner. Look at Pierre Chamberlain. Caught him, but Hammerstone on top of his game. Oh my god. Already with the sliding stone cleaver. And now trying to think what to do now. And the ref, oh my god, Don Callis at the right time distracting our official, while Pierre Chamberlain was locked into a submission hold. Don Callis helping out Pierre Chamberlain a little bit. And now Paul Heyman has a kendo stick in the mix. If that was a chair, Hammerstone would have caught his back full of steel. But the ref dropping the kendo stick. I mean, oh my god, Pierre Chamberlain with a powerbomb to the knee. Oh my god. What a devastating move for the cover. What a kick out though. That was a desperate kick out from Hammerstone. It seems like he doesn't have too much left in the tank already, and this match just started. Hammerstone, the Irish whip to Chamberlain on the apron, just tosses him back in though. Chamberlain with the single running knee. Chamberlain could do it. But what a kick out again. Pierre on the apron with Heyman at ringside watching on. All he can do really. I mean, a few weeks back in a blockbuster, both managers got ejected from the match after some interferences, and I think they've learned their lesson. They took a week off. I mean, Don Callis got speared to hell, but Don Callis, Paul Heyman took a week off, and a headbutt from Pierre. They took a week off. Now they come back. I think they learned their lesson from interfering that one time. Now look at Hammerstone has Pierre up. And look at this, a suplex. Now Hammerstone just, oh my, tossing Pierre down to the mat. Pierre back on his feet now. And there's the Stone Cleaver again for the cover. No, feet up on the rope. But the ref sees it immediately and calls the pin off. And went for a running knee again from Chamberlain, but... And there it is! He caught him. They bumped into each other, which Pierre couldn't execute the running knee. And that was a close call. Hammerstone needs something. Hammerstone needs to get back in this match, and he does. That jawbreaker. And went for the break point, but Chamberlain caught him with a drop kick. But Hammerstone back on his feet. Has him with another suplex. Hammerstone is fired up and just into the bottom turnbuckle, just tossing Pierre Chamberlain's face into that bottom turnbuckle there. And look at Pierre now, those elbows into the midsection. And the breakpoint spear again for the cover. But what a kick out from the prodigy, Pierre Chamberlain. And look at Pierre Chamberlain running knee again for the cover. That's gotta do it. But no. What a kick out. Hammerstone on the ropes now, but Hammerstone elbow up and just tosses, just launching Pierre Chamberlain into the corner. And look at Hammerstone, leg drop from the apron. We don't see Hammerstone do too many flashy flips, but that leg drop definitely connected to the neck of Pierre Chamberlain. Now in the corner, look at Hammerstone, full speed ahead, back elbow from Hammerstone. Oh my God, has him right where he wants him with another sliding stone cleaver. Oh my God, it has Pierre right where he wants him with a submission that's locked in on the lower back, the legs, and Pierre has to tap out. Nathan Hammerstone forcing a match 7, and that will be at the Birthday Bash next week, Wednesday, July 29th, in a best 2 of 3 falls match. I will see you all next week.